but this time we're going to be playing on my file instead of my little brother's. So I want to scoot over a little bit so I can see the TV. Scoot over a little bit, Jared. Alright.
Yes, I want to play this level.
This is the second dungeon. Yep.
How did you make it here?
Well, nice. I'm really hi, badumps.
Yes, did you find Zelda yet?
You don't find her till later in the game. Nope.
At the end?
Yeah. So for those that don't know, my brother and I, we have two separate save files on this game. One where I'm playing through, and then the other is his playthrough. So I was trying to look for rupees to, or not rupees, but hearts to no avail, and it didn't work out too well. So Skyward Sword, do you have rim lighting on? How's this HD? Because it's running on Dolphin emulator, and you can switch it from standard Wii resolution, which is like 480p, all the way up to 4K resolution. So you can play it depending on if you have 720p TV, 1080p monitor, 1440p, or a full 4K display. That's why it looks a lot better than it does when you play it on a Wii during the stream. Yeah, so if you got a 4K monitor or just an HD monitor or TV and Dolphin emulator with a decently powerful computer, then you could play it as well. I forgot to dig because I need hearts. Because I don't want to die after being hit just once or twice. If you activate rim lighting, it'll make it look more modern when Wicker HD has it. I have no idea what you're talking about with rim lighting. This is a custom version of the Dolphin emulator because, what is it? I don't have Dolphin Bar or Bluetooth on my computer, so we can't play with the Wii remote. We have to rely on a 360 controller, which is why it's a lot harder to do some of the motion control stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep.
This looks like
Hey Splatoon Bandit, you're back. Pumpkin Nipple, you're back. This is what the game should have looked like. Well, I mean, it would have been better if it looked like this when it first came out. But there's no way the Wii could run a game in HD. Technically, the NES classic systems that you see are more powerful than the standard Wii's, because the Wii's weren't even able to output in HD, but the NES Classic and Famicom Classics are. So they probably just took a bunch of old Wii hardware and put it in a different box with a different function. YouTube.
Who's calling?
Nobody, it was just YouTube comments. I never heard of rim lighting. Is it for the quality? This is what
What is that?
it's a little beetle thing that you shoot out. Yeah, if you could explain what rim lighting exactly is, that would be great. Because they did more to Wind Waker HD than just change the lighting. Jesse has a bottle, that's, yeah.
Just pressing.
Yeah, again, this is my save file, not,
Jesse, did you know? Are you one dungeon away from me, Jesse?
I didn't need to. How does the game feel without the
Just
Wii
your
button
heart.
nunchuck? It feels better when you're just running around playing, doing like puzzle solving. But when you have to do something like fighting Girahim, to where you have to use very precise motion controls, using the analog stick, it's not really that great. And also when you have to aim like the slingshot or whatever, well, like here, let me see if this will work. So like, do you see how I'm not moving the right stick, but it's still moving on the screen? And then if you hold up on it, like sometimes it doesn't necessarily go up or to the side that you want it to, so the motion control being mapped is kind of gimmicky. If you went in and programmed the game itself to work with the right joystick button, to where if you pressed right you would swing right, press left you swing left, then I think this game would be flawless. But having it to where you're just emulating motion controls on a controller through a program that wasn't really built to do that isn't really the best thing that you can do. There's a goddess shield. Yeah, there's the three types of shields that you can buy. I know you're supposed to use the beetle to hit these, but I'm just gonna try with the slingshot to see what happens and to practice the aiming. That makes sense. There's the goddess shield.
I like that lava thing, yes.
Yeah, the goddess shield is the third upgrade. After the 3 sacred flames, yeah, the god shows there. When do you get the Master Sword? Yeah, technically you have what becomes the Master Sword at the pretty early on in the game, before you ever even go to the first dungeon. You get the Goddess Sword, and then you turn the Goddess Sword into the White Sword, which has been in games like, I think the original Zelda game had the White Sword, it had A Link to the Past had the White Sword, I believe. So the White Sword, which is the upgrade before the Master Sword, has been in Zelda games before, but the Goddess Sword itself hasn't. And then obviously the Master Sword's been in several games before, but technically they're all the same sword, so yeah. See how he's blocking? You have to hit him a certain way. So like if he's blocking this way, then you can't swing the sword that way. You can only swing it at a certain way. And watch this. See, I messed up. You have to aim it to where it'll go through the hole, but doing it on this is kind of difficult. See, if you had the actual Wii remote, then you would do it like you were actually bowling.
Why can't you use it with the Wii U?
The gamepad would have the same problem as the controller.
Why can't we use it?
Because we're not going to connect the gamepad to the thing. It would be too complicated.
What does that mean?
Not simple. Hard, difficult, not easy. I don't think Skyward Sword HD will come until late in the Switch lifespan or on the console. I think if it comes, it'll be 2018 or 2019, so like a year or two after, because we have Breath of the Wild coming early next year, and then there's no Zelda game for the holiday season of 2017, and 2018 will be the 20-year anniversary for Ocarina of Time. So I think we'll get an HD remake of Ocarina of Time for the Nintendo Switch to sort of celebrate the 20th anniversary of the game. It's long sword than the white sword. It's like taking the lighting but adding another light source, makes lighting more natural.
Just
But if you...
button.
Alright.
You can dabble.
I think Skyward Sword HD, if you got it off of $20, you can just wait like video on it. Yeah, I've been thinking about getting the Dolphin Bar, especially to make it easier for my brother, but I personally don't really have a need for it. I like playing with the 360 controller. Some parts are more difficult, but like fighting the Lizalfos, playing with just the Wii remote, or playing with just the controller, where you have to do like very precise movements, is kind of difficult. Well, they make it dual choice games nearly unplayable with the remotes. Then you could use newer Dolphin with new features like Ramp Fire. You got Dolphin for like, yeah. I don't know, like, it would take it like a week to get here. I know my excuses for not getting it's awful. Like, I have the money. It's only $18 last time I looked. But yeah, like the newer versions of Dolphin are able to run Skyward Sword a lot better as well. So like the AI, when there's an enemy on the screen, yeah, when there's an enemy on the screen, the AI slows down the like it takes it from 30 frames a second like it is now down to like 25 or sometimes even lower. And I noticed running it on newer versions of Dolphin keeps it at 30 frames per second, like it's just a lot smoother. So if I could do that with the remote not being messed up, then that would be really great.
What did you get?
It's a bomb bag. Lets you carry bombs.
You got a lot of damn things.
Those are the weapons that you get. See, like at the bottom is the slingshot you get from finding the keyquees.
What's the net for?
That's to catch bugs or bees and stuff.
That's what I was about to say, beetle.
And then that's the bomb bag, and there's the beetle.
What's the beetle?
It's like a little, it's like a remote control airplane. So you can like shoot it around and steer it. It moves, it's the same as moving the loft wing around. Like you press up to go up and left to go left and stuff. But say if there's a switch somewhere and you can't reach it with the slingshot, then you can use this and you can hit the switch. And then later on it gets an upgrade to where you can pick up stuff. Like if there's a heart piece or something, you can get the heart piece and bring it back and stuff like that. Alright, is this the way that I came in? Yeah, alright. Yeah, we go through the story because we just got the bomb back. Trust me, you want rim lighting. It'll make it look so much better. Oh, tell me about this. On the Dolphin emulator, on some of the scenes, you can't see it right now. Hold on. Yeah, you can't really see it right now, but sometimes there's like a weird after image, like a light reflection shadow on the sides, to where all the characters look like they have a weird glowy effect. Dude, you are awesome. There's a chance I'm gonna buy Skyward Sword because at my dad's home I have a Wii and he can buy it for me as a Christmas present. Yeah, it's one of my favorite Zelda games. A lot of people don't like the Wii remote motion stuff, but I mean it's one Zelda game and they've been making them for the past 30 years, so like one out of every 20 other Zelda games has motion control. That reminds me of my pal. No idea. Dude, I thought I bought a screen just to play it. I'm thinking of getting Skyward Sword for the Wii this Christmas and have never played it. Do you think it's worth getting? Is it a good game? Yeah, it's one of my favorite. It's got by far, it has the best story, aside from maybe Majora's Mask. The dungeon designs are really clever. They don't necessarily have any block puzzles or torch lighting puzzles, which you get a lot of in other Zelda games. So because this was like, whenever they've been talking about Breath of the Wild, they've been talking about like changing like the Zelda formula with Breath of the Wild. But what started that was Skyward Sword was the first game that they tried changing the Zelda formula, because and the way they described it for Skyward Sword is in most Zelda games you're going from overworld to dungeon, back to the overworld, new dungeon, back to the overworld, to the new dungeon, back to the overworld. And they tried to stop that pattern with Skyward Sword, so you're not constantly going from overworld to dungeon to overworld to dungeon. There's like a little bit of variety in between. And then a lot of the familiar Zelda puzzles, like torch puzzles, where you just have to light a torch, or what is it? The block pushing puzzles, they took all of those out. So all of the dungeons that you come across...
I brought some of the games.
Alright. So some of the puzzles that you come across, or some of the dungeons you come across, are going to have puzzles that are designed completely different than traditional Zelda games, like rolling this rock around. If you ever played Darksiders, then you're probably used to this. because it's in that game, but it's completely new to the Zelda series. And some of the boss fights are really ingenious. We already dug there. We have to use the bomb to blow this up. You see that light under Link's hat? Rim lighting is kind of like that, but lightly different as the second lighting source. It's like reflected light in real life. Like in Wind Waker HD, I get better and better along as I practice. Skyward Sword Link's my favorite. Yo, laugh out loud. Totally at work on my phone right now. Camilla, he will, yeah. Sponge, it's a dual release. It's coming for Wii U, but it's also coming for Switch. Huh? That's fine.
Where's your shield?
Yep. Oh, I knew I had a fairy. Wait. Yeah.
I did not want to kill him. Why did I want to kill him?
Yep. Hey Jesse, Pumpkin, Link, fancy meeting you here. Still coming for Wii U. I love Darksiders, such a dark Zelda-esque game. Hey Master, remember that you can see the sword to attack. You can use the sword to fancy meeting you here. Badumps, Pumpkin. We got 22 people watching, awesome.
Oh, Jesse, a heart came out, but it fell in the heart pocket.
That's fine. I have a fairy. It'll bring me back to life if I die.
Where is it?
It's in the bottle.
But can't you do those holes 2 times? 3?
Some you can dig in once, some you can dig in more than once. What's your favorite Zelda game so far, Jared?
This.
Where are the pots when you need them? Yeah, I could have bought the life medallion thing from Beetle that lets you find more hearts, but I didn't for some reason.
Jesse, she told one thing at that guy. You know. Wait, Jesse. Make it jump over there and then shoot the one thing at the... Jesse.
Hold on. I'm just trying to look at the room.
Shoot a slingshot at her.
Slingshot won't really hurt them.
How?
Alright.
How won't it hurt him? Why are you pushing out like this?
Trying to get out of the way of that thing. So I wonder if I can use the beetle some way. It's funny.
Start again on it. Use the beetle. What happened, Jesse? What happened? Is that the ball? Jesse.
Hmm?
Is that the ball?
No. It's just a Bokoblin.
I'm talking.
Just a normal Bokoblin. His name is Game Over Jesse for a reason. What are the controls like in this game? Zelda through Sheikah Slate. I think it's hilarious that Wolf Link is in Breath of the Wild. 2 links from a different timeline in one game. Yeah, but with the Breath of the Wild, it's just a bonus thing. Like, I don't think the canon story is going to mention anything about Wolf Link being there. It's just a bonus for those that bought the collector's edition or whatever of Twilight Princess. I don't think it's really like canon that he's in the game. Like with Triforce Heroes, there's obviously 3 links in that game, but Nintendo stated that the Link you play as is the only canon hero in Triforce Heroes. With Breath of the Wild, something I think they could really do that would be awesome is when you tap the Wolf Link amiibo, it lets you play as, or not play as, but it brings up the AI to play as Wolf Link. But instead of the AI playing as Wolf Link, if it would let you pick up a second controller and have a second player play as Wolf Link, that would be the perfect way to have multiplayer in the game without it being forced. Because if you don't want to play multiplayer, then you don't have to. You can just tap it and have the AI take control. But if you wanted to play second multiplayer, then you can have your friend tap the amiibo and pick up the second controller. And that would be see, I lose track of what I'm doing while I'm in the middle of talking, so I apologize. Alright, where do we have to go now? Alright. Over there. Where's my...
I do need a ball,
I have 18 hearts in my Wolf Link amiibo. I really want Ocarina of Time Link. I got Mario amiibo for Mario Maker and Wolf Link amiibo.
Why do you keep throwing it like that?
You have to throw the bomb on top of the rock, and then whenever it goes up, it'll bust the boulder.
Have you played this level yet?
That was stupid. Why was that stupid?
Why couldn't you get on the edge and throw it? Not throw it. But that would kill you.
Yeah, it hurt me, but it's easier than trying to get the bomb to stay on it. You want to hear getting Sun and Moon. Don't forget Legos, dude. I'm getting Ocarina of Time Link, getting Sun, only Sun, Sun, nah, Sun here too. I ever had in my life, not a Pokemon. I just realized the second dungeon is really the only, or the first dungeon that you have a boss fight. Because I don't really count Girahim.
Why do you keep
Jesse, have you ever done a collab with HMK? Yeah, HMK, we probably have like 10 videos together, discussions and theories, like if you include everything. He's done the Zelda mailbag, to where we both answer the Zelda questions. He's been on a few theories, both of which I also had Yuri of Wind on, if any of you know who that is. So if you look for the theories with Yuri of Wind, then HMK's on those as well. He was supposed to be on my interview with Yuri of Wind, which I think there's 4 videos that I have Yuri of Wind on. 2 of which are interviews and then 2 are Zelda theories. But yeah, HMK, he's on Zelda mailbags, the Zelda theories, a few discussions. One of them, or no, 4 of them has Birdkeeper Toby on it. Yeah.
When are we gonna watch the hall?
After Dad comes up. Me too, from Greece, Yuri and subscribed to me before. He's big. Yeah, Yuri, he has like around 300,000 subscribers. Work is light right now. It's awesome to connect with Wi-Fi. Hyrule, let me guess, too. I didn't like this dungeon. Raping time, I think. Kipo. I like the rolling thing. Not me, laugh out loud, probably you. Alright. We need bombs for this part. Again, if I'm reading the chat, I can't really think of what I'm supposed to be doing. Not very good at multitasking. I got the bomb bag. Why does Link have such big lips in this game? I'm just a dishwasher, almost no one's in the restaurant. Not me, I love your job. I am the god, just click on my channel and watch automatically. Alright, that guy's getting blocked. Jesse, you have to roll the ball into the hallway. Am I missing something? Best looking and the one in best boyfriend material. Well, Twilight Princess Link's also the only one that was meant to look real, so. God, see, I knew. Blow up the wall. So it's not this game. No heart pieces? I really need a heart piece. Skyward Sword and Land Twilight are supposed to be more like a comic, not realistic.
What is that?
I don't know if that's necessarily true, Rikutsu. I keep thinking to, instead of trying to catch the bug in the bottle. There we go. See, this is what I was trying to go back to get.
But you got it. Are you gonna release it?
Maybe in the new game. Yeah, Twilight Princess is supposed to be more realistic. Yeah, like even Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask were meant to be realistic, but the Nintendo 64 wasn't very powerful, so those games turned out to be about as realistic as you can get on that console. And then whenever they remade Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, instead of making it look overly realistic, because they could, like, they can put Wii games on the new 3DS, so they could have made it look more like Twilight Princess, but when they remade the game, they just focused on making it look as close to the original artwork as possible, instead of making it look more realistic or more cartoony. Which, making it look like the artwork, I think made it look more like oh god. It made it look more like a manga or a comic. Breath of the Wild is supposed to be more anime style. Breath of the Wild. So there's a nice chance that bomb can explode.
That's what I'm supposed to do.
Link is like red, don't speak. Man, I wish Link had a voice. Very spooky. I had a dream today. Over the wall, Link a voice. But okay to talk to him, Savage Chat. Wind Waker Link is the best Link for me. Breath of Water reminds me of Princess Mononoke. I never played a Zelda game, honestly. I've never played a Zelda game either. Nintendo should make brand new Zelda game in 2D. I think it would be amazing. Yeah, the protagonists are doing but yeah, I went the wrong way. First Zelda barely has a story. Supposed to be mainly one, nothing much. They all have their own story.
Guess who wants to go?
Eye hurts.
In the game?
No, in real life, my eye hurts. I have no idea. Sonic, Monster Hunter, let's catch the golden snitch. The beginning of this game, where you have to catch the race thing that you do on the loft wings, reminds me a lot. It reminds me a lot of catching the golden snitch in Harry Potter.
Golden snitch in Harry Potter. What's happening, yes?
You can only go so far with it.
What about trying to go back in the dragon's mouth? thought about yes, if you went up and you went that way, you could get to Zelda.
It looks like there's another place that we can go through. I should have looked at the map, but I didn't.
Don't mean you playing.
Oh, that's why you have to look where you're going, kids. What do you think about this so far, Jared?
What do you think about it so far? The dragon statues are cheap.
Yeah, in Skyward Sword, Ainumus or Miyamoto, one of them said that whenever Link falls in lava in certain games, it gives, like instead of angering the player or whatever, they wanted to make it to where it was more comical. That way, if Link kept on dying, you wouldn't necessarily feel mad or like you wanted to rage quit. When he bounces off the lava, you'll just basically laugh it off. And that may give you more motivation to continue instead of just like seeing him melt.
Just
Yep.
can go get something.
It's supposed to be comic book style, which is half realistic, half style. The guy who worked on the game said it was not supposed to be realistic, and they even had chances because of that. I thought they were going for the more realistic look, negative reaction. That might be what they're saying now, but Nintendo sort of always goes back on their original word. But yeah, Twilight Princess was originally, like if you go back and look at it, it was originally supposed to be as realistic as it possibly could be. It was just the GameCube, like that was as realistic as the GameCube could make it. That's why, like if you look at his clothing, it's one of the only Zelda games where you can see like actual stitch patterns on his tunic. Or like you can see like the chainmail and the holes in the metal on the chainmail. Because they were trying to make it better for like a Western audience. And the Western audience prefers more realistic games, whereas the Japanese audience, I guess, prefers like more of a stylistic anime, like Final Fantasy style graphic. Now people say it's the best looking one. I think Skyward Sword or Breath of the Wild look the best. Or if you've seen all of the work that the Tomoya HD project for Twilight Princess looks really amazing as well. So hold on. We're actually gonna have to go ahead and end the stream, but thank you all for tuning in. So we just had to straighten out something, but yeah, the live stream continues. Alright, so to go ahead and save this. Oh shit.
What happened, Jesse?
I just did something bad, you guys.
What did you do?
Oh, I can't believe I did that.
What did you do?
So I accidentally just saved over Jared's save file from the first dungeon.
Jesse!
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm a horrible brother.
No, you ain't.
Alright, so let's continue on the dungeon. Oh man. Right at the last second.
Jesse, that's what you're gonna do. I'm already gonna do loopy. To run that dinosaur.
Oh man, why? So yeah, if you guys have Facebook or Twitter, post the link to this live stream so more people can come and join in.
Why do you have to keep hitting one things, Jesse?
The heart pieces?
No, the balls.
My sister overwrite my alpha save file. I was like, why? Oh, the agonim. Why? Oh man.
Jesse,
That's the worst.
Jesse, who's your sister?
I don't have a sister. Someone in the chat said their sister overwrote their save file.
Oh, Jesse, you had one hearts.
Really? That's the worst. Yeah, so if you guys have any Breath of the Wild questions or Switch comments that you would like to mention, feel free. It's 1 year ago, 2 years now. Alpha Sapphire is broken. I never played Alpha Sapphire or
Jesse, seems fun.
Omega Ruby. What, Jared?
That seems fun.
What? Going up the hill seems fun?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna love the boss of this dungeon then. Don't you guys think, like, the bosses of this dungeon, or like, the bosses of Skyward Sword was a huge letdown? Because instead of getting, like, a boss, like an actual boss fight for each of the dungeon, Girahim takes up 3 different boss fights. Here, run. Go there. See?
Then why'd you fail?
You have to go in the holes. Try it. Alright, let your health refill and then run out to the other.
The other end?
So I'll see. Here, let me show you.
It looks fun, but it, I didn't know it was going to be a trap. More like a booby trap.
Oh, who dares text me?
You know what Sad gets back? You know when Sad doesn't.
I like Gary. As a character, he's good, but I don't like the fact that he takes up 3 different boss fights. That could have been gone to actual boss fights. Like the second time that you enter the fire, or the second fire dungeon, I think it's a huge letdown when you...
Jesse, are you able to jump over the rocks? You need to. You're not gonna roll and explode. Jesse, jump! Go, Jesse. What did that happen? Jesse,
I forgot exactly how to do this part.
Jesse?
Hold on. Do you have any ideas?
Only one.
What?
Well, if you could do this, but not with that. You would have to jump over the balls and make it up yours. Or you would have to throw a bomb at the boulders. You can throw the bomb at the rocks. Just think you not even think about doing that. But if you know that ain't gonna work, that is not. Run up there and throw bombs at the boulders. Or jump. Jump! Jesse, have you ever beaten this one?
Yeah?
Well,
I'm around.
can you jump over the boulders? Jesse. Jump.
Wait.
Let's just say jump.
See, we have to stop ignoring these, Jared.
What? What is it, Jesse?
We have to stop ignoring these.
What?
Those holes that you can dig.
Why do we want to
Because I looked at it and just thought hearts, but it was our way of
Jesse, jump. You have to jump over. Jesse, you gotta furry. Jesse, can you jump? Why do you keep... Now if you could jump down and go in the pool, it'll be
it won't let us jump out.
Wait,
To be fair, a lot of these boss fights in the games, I'm not even in dungeons. I can see why that. Cool mini bosses will be a letdown. Use the beetle. There's something to climb around there with the bomb throw. Sky or Bob? Not gonna pronounce all of that. You work on the Tomoya HD project, don't you? For Twilight Princess? Timing with bombs is the bane of my existence. This flying thing is amazing. I would spend 1 hour just to see how it's flying. I hope the loft wings and the flying returns in Breath of the Wild, because I can't think of anything more awesome than flying around that huge open world on top of a loft wing. And then my biggest letdown with Skyward Sword, though, going back to Girahim, is like, this dungeon has dragons all around it. Like, there's dragon symbols everywhere. There's the dragons that's spewing the fire out of their mouth. I thought for sure the boss of this dungeon was going to be Volvagia. Like, if you remember in Ocarina of Time, when you become an adult, the baby Goron that's named after you, or the kid Goron that's named after you, tells you that there was an ancient dragon. Hold on. Tells you there was an ancient dragon. You know, he basically gives you the story of Volvagia. That there was the ancient dragon went around terrifying people, the Gorons worshipped it or whatever, and then one of the Gorons ended up killing it. Ganondorf brought it back to life. Hold on, Jay. And whenever he brought him back to life, you know, he started terrorizing the Gorons again. So I thought in Skyward Sword, since it takes place and tells the origin story and everything, I thought it was for sure going to be a boss fight with the original Volvagia. And whenever you have all these dragon looking things everywhere, I thought for sure that, you know, this is foreshadowing a fight with Volvagia. Hold on. And then you get to the second fire dungeon, and you see like the dragon crawling around in the lava beside you as you're walking there in the cutscene. But when it comes up, it's not Volvagia, it's the fire dragon, the god fire dragon, whatever, that's there to help you. And it was the biggest letdown ever, because they replaced what would have been an epic boss fight with the dragon with like a throwaway boss fight with Girahim. Minish Kappa was wasting more than 20 minutes because the flying item was amazing. See, there's another dragon.
Who's the boss of this level, yes?
The boss?
Yeah.
It's like this giant fat spider made out of lava.
Didn't I fight a spider before?
Yeah.
On the DS?
Look how cool that is, though.
On the DS, Jesse? Whoa. Jesse, I just thought of something. You know it'd be cool, don't you? Jesse. Run faster, run. Now, do you know what you do?
There's a flying island. I'm Sonic, but I am also Sonic. It's complicated. Minish Kappa was wasting more than 30 minutes. Now that you mention all of us, see the wasted plot potential. Your pronouncing is so wrong. So it's not Volvagia? Volvagia? How's it supposed to be pronounced? It's just made for the game's practically the origin story too. It's a slight letdown. Yeah, like, it was basically an origin story for the Master Sword and the first Zelda, and that was it. Like, they didn't tell an origin story for the Hylian Shield. It was just a throwaway bonus item that you could entirely miss. It didn't even hint that you could get it in the game. Everybody found it out by going online, or if you just happened to die at like the 7th round or whatever during the boss rush mode. And it tells you that it's a shield that the ancient people used to wear or whatever, but it's like they could have showed you creating or forging the actual Hylian shield in the same way that you have to forge the Master Sword. So you mean to tell me they could have you fought an awesome fire-breathing dragon, but instead you fight Mike Wazowski? Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. Or like, even if the fire-breathing, or like the dragon was Volvagia, or not Volvagia, but it was the one dragon, it would still be interesting to see, like, if he said that you had to show him your strength. There we go. That, like, if you had to show him your true strength or prove your strength to him before he would give you his piece of the song, I think that would be interesting. Like, if you had to fight him as a test, not necessarily as a boss, then that would be cool. Or if Girahim, like, cursed his mind to turn him evil. Like, all of the bosses in Twilight Princess were mainly good people that was turned evil. Like the Goron, the Yeti, and the Baboon. Like, these were all good people that was turned evil by Zant or Ganondorf. Alright, so I'm gonna wait until my brother gets back before we do the actual boss fight. So I'll be reading the chat until he comes back, because I don't want him to miss out. This one cool dragon. It's my favorite pet. Yeah, they just use the shield as like a bragging rights. So you meant to tell me. Oh, doo-doo. Master, I detect Zelda's aura. Give me 1 second. Alright, we're back. Had to help my little brother get something to eat. Hey bro, what exactly where am I?
How much toast?
Jesse, there was only 3 bosses that were good. Characters gone bad in Twilight Princess, Darvis, Yetta, and Zelda.
What is that chain
Just not well, you're right, but like I was thinking like the baboon. Save. Alright. I detect especially strong reaction from this chain. I calculate a probability. Zelda was bound by it recently at 95%. You need a switch so that way you can play and attend to life. I don't really honestly play games that much. Like I'm just playing this with my little brother.
Yeah, I do, Jesse.
No, not really. Just whenever you're around. Because, like, if it's just me, I feel like I would rather be working, editing a video or something, being productive, as opposed to playing a game. Because when I just play a game, I feel like I'm...
Who's that, Jesse?
Like, there's more that I could be doing. Like I'm wasting time.
Who's that?
Let's gear him. He says, "Oh, it's you. Let me see. Let me see. No, that's not it. This is so very embarrassing, but I seem to be at a loss for your name. That it matters. Not that it matters, really. To tell you the truth, I'm feeling a bit frustrated, and right now, I just need someone to vent to. I heard my underling had finally captured..." Is that good, Jared? I heard my underling had finally captured the Spirit Maiden, so of course, I rushed over here. What can I say? I was excited. Flustered, even. Let's gear him, aka Mr. Fabulous. No doubt, gotta make them vids, brah. Gotta go faster, Jesse. Just eating pizza, so I took a break and saw your live stream. Try to send that PC version of Skyward Sword, but it's 8 GB and my Wi-Fi sucks. Yeah, so, is there anybody on here that works on the Tomoya HD project for Twilight Princess? I think Skylar does, but I'm not sure. Can you confirm? Yes, no, maybe? But what did I find when I arrived? That agent of the goddess. Does it taste that good, Jared? She had one again. See,
this stuff is not enough.
what I'm trying to say is that goddess serving dog escaped with the girl. I must have the Spirit Maiden in order to resurrect my master. I must have her. Even more I want you. Cake. I got chocolate.
Enough that I do, not enough.
I imported the goddess along
Yes,
sword.
is he good or bad?
Alright, Skyer, do you know anything about making a Wii game like Skyward Sword or Twilight Princess into a game that bypasses needing to be played on an emulator and just works as a PC title? So instead of needing Dolphin to run Twilight Princess or something, just making it like native to PC, if that makes sense. I got a little carried away there, didn't I? I don't deal well with complications to plans I've laid out so carefully. It's a character flaw of mine. Oh, but something good can still come from this day. I've had all this bottled up anger smoldering inside me, and now I can release it.
Is he good or bad?
That's a bad guy.
What's
Yep.
his name?
He's a servant to my knowledge. Gear him, you can have me. Is gear me, or is that demise? Is that important? There's someone special I'd like you to meet. Oh, don't be shy. I need to vent all this unhealthy anger, and your agony is such great stress reliever. It won't take more than a few moments with my friend before you're charred to a satisfying crisp. And let me tell you, that will put a spring in my step. Isn't it Moldorm? Moldorm? Is that the boss? Moldorm?
Yes, sir. Don't you know
Or it's either this boss or the one of the A Link to the Past bosses.
Yes, sir.
Look, Skaldra. That's who it is. Jesse, what did you think of Zelda? The Zelda taking place before Skyward Sword?
Yes, sir. Don't you know level I'm on? Isn't that the guy who followed us? Isn't it? Yes. The guy in the pants. The short pants. Is that the one? Who followed us, yes. And my rebel was. Did that, yes? Was that him? Robo Matter. There's a lot of them up there.
Oh, I'm out of bombs, really.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you got me.
Boom. Do it. What do you think? Come on. Heart. Throw the bomb.
I gotta make sure I'm full of parts first.
Well, don't you have a phone?
No, not anymore.
Of course.
See, my problem was I knocked him back down there, and when he was sucking in, I had no bombs left. So I'm just making sure I'm stocked up on bombs.
Throw a bomb at him. Yes, sir. Get bomb. Throw a bomb at him. Throw it. Get behind. Cut him, yes. That's the boss, yes. Yes. Who's the last one? Yes, who's the last boss in this game?
Sorry about that, everybody.
Yes, you're bad at playing this, ain't you?
I know.
But I'm good at it.
I didn't stop to think that I would take damage after being caught on fire. You're supposed to roll, and I didn't.
Isn't that the guy who followed me? In my level?
Yep.
I knew it. And that gave me the creeps.
Zelda Hero Breath of the Wild takes place after Majora's Mask at the end of all three timelines.
Yes, it is
I think Breath of the Wild takes place after Ocarina of Time, but before A Link to the Past in the Downfall timeline.
Yes, it is my drink.
Yeah. And you play as the Hero of Time, or a resurrected version of the Hero of Time, which is why you wake up in the Chamber of Resurrection, or the whatever it's called,
Jesse.
Tower of Resurrection. And basically, I believe before Link actually dies in the Downfall timeline, or that causes the Downfall timeline, just as the sages and Zelda and the goddesses always seal Ganon or Ganondorf, or whatever evil creature is around, they sealed Link before Ganon was able to do the final blow.
Jesse, which one do you think will be better? I think it's Mario or Zelda. I think Mario would. Can you keep the one? Can you keep the one? Jesse.
Yep.
Can we play Mortal Kombat later tonight?
Yep. We gotta refill on bombs.
And hearts. Ain't no hearts. How many are you supposed to get of them?
Well, to make sure there's no mishaps.
It's the one thing I don't know. What's it called?
Alright, we're back. Did you turn the TV down, dude?
What we say, turn it down. Jesse, can I do something real quick?
What?
Well, when will the game be out? But mine will take a while, right, Jesse? Jesse, how do you beat them?
Like that.
We keep throwing bombs at him. Is he dead?
Nope.
When will he be dead? Throw another bomb at him. Why can't we call it fire, dear? What? Throw the ball under him, the bomb. Go this way. Throw the bomb. Throw it. Throw a bomb. Throw as many bombs as you can. Bomb. Are you about to beat it? Get out of the way. Good job. Go on. He's not dead, yes?
Yep.
He's dead?
And I don't think it's before Skyward Sword because it has Ganon and ruins the temple. And yeah, it's definitely not before Skyward Sword. Nintendo made such a big deal about Skyward Sword being the very first Zelda game. They would be stupid to go back and make one that happened before it. Because they tried to make Skyward Sword the ultimate origin story to explain everything. That's what it was marketed as. It was the last Zelda game that they made that was new. The rest have been remakes or reimaginings or like Triforce Heroes, which wasn't canon, but then it was canon, even though I believe Nintendo said it was and then it wasn't.
Is it made out yet?
Hold on. So, like with Skyward Sword being the last traditional Zelda game that was new, I don't see them like revisiting that again. I think they would rather start a brand new timeline.
Can you go get the box?
Hold on.
What are we going to do after this? Yes.
Watch.
Yes.
Look, Zelda.
I believe I want to see it.
Well, she's right there. You're seeing it already.
What?
Yeah, see, they have conflicting statements on Triforce Heroes being... Jared, don't be stupid.
What? That's good.
You're trying to be funny for the people on camera. They're... You not go to him. Your Grace, remember that we discussed. Restrain yourself. Focus on the task at hand. To go. I'm sorry, Link. They could at least explain what's going on to Link instead of like be like, oh, okay, you just beat that giant boss that literally shot fire at you. Well, instead of explaining what we're doing, we're just gonna go. It took far too long for you to get here. Looking at you, I fear the goddess is mistaken in her choice of agents. If this failure is an indication, you have no hope of defending her grace from those who seek to assail her. Such a good game. Yes, this is the best Zelda game ever. Ever. Do my words anger you, boy? Let them. If I had not come when I did, your Zelda would already have fallen into the hands of the enemy. The truth of it is, you were late. You were late, and you failed to protect her. She sounds like Arrow, and she's like, you failed this city. I sent Zelda ahead to learn more of the fate in which she is destined to play a part of. Listen well, chosen one. If you wish to be of help to her grace, you must summon a shred of courage and face the trials laid out before you. Only when you've conquered the trials will you be of use to Zelda. No sooner. Am I understood? Oh gosh. This is far too much Zelda for one day. Game, don't tell me I suck. It's my parents' job. I cry every time. Link's emotions are the best. Yeah, aside from Wind Waker and a little bit of Ocarina of Time, a little bit of Majora's Mask, and a tiny bit of Twilight Princess, this is really the only game that... Wait.
Why in the water? Is that your phone?
No, I'm playing with the 360 controller. See this? This is what I'm playing as. See this right thumbstick that usually goes for the camera? That's what we're using for motion controls. That's how you do the motion controls.
Jesse, where does Zelda go?
To the Lanayru province.
What's that?
Just a different place. Master, I have a message written in the language of the gods. Allow me to translate for you. Link, fine, go save the world yourself. I suck. The spirit maiden who descended from the clouds has passed through the earth spring, makes her way to a fated place. Hello. The parched desert of Lanayru. That is where the chosen will pass through the gate of time into a distant world. The parched desert of Lanayru, that is where the distant world. You got the amber tablet.
Hey. Well, who did? You or me?
Oh, you're not playing, so if you take credit for this, we're gonna have a fight.
How do you know?
Fuck off.
Should we do a rock, paper, scissors?
For what?
For that?
Master Link, it appears Zelda has cleansed herself in the waters of this fountain. Based on the information from the message I just imparted, I project she is traveling to a region known as Lanayru. If you transport this tablet back to the statue in Skyloft, a new column of light will appear that will allow you to travel to the Lanayru region. I suggest you return at once to Skyloft and then set out to the Lanayru region. For those that don't know, Lanayru is riddled in overworld puzzles.
Jesse.
Do you want to save? Cancel.
What are you gonna do, Jesse? So is the game made out yet?
Hold on. We have to... Why is it not saving? Alright, give me 1 second, guys.
What are you doing, Jesse?
Saving the game.
What for?
So we don't overwrite the other save file. Hit cancel. Yes, I hit cancel because that's the only restore point we have of my little brother's playthrough. So you want to see something cool?
What?
Alright. See these guys?
Yeah.
Watch.
Jab them. Throw bombs at them. Oh. I know what you're doing. So if they attack you, you do that to them? Do that one thing to them.
Alright. Now watch.
Oh, I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna kill him somehow. Oopsie. How do moms scare us?
Go to the safe statue. If we save the game, it'll save over the save file that we have for my brother. But we're going to go ahead and end the stream, so thank you all for watching. Let's see here.
What do they have? What does that one guy have? Yes, does he have his Christmas tree?
Yes, he has a Christmas tree. But yeah, please subscribe if you already haven't. It's Zelda News Theories. Almost everything Zelda related. I don't know. Do whatever you want. Alright, bye guys. Thanks for watching.